See, the problem with society is they're never willing to have a debate. They're never willing to inform a person on their information that or their source of information, right? They're never willing to give their actual opinion on it, right? Like, let's look at Ben Shapiro, right? All he does for a living is talk shit on fucking Harvard and his teachers at Harvard when all he does for a living is makes money off talking shit off his very fancy school that he went to in politics after, right? And so when we go into these topics of right, left, this, that, blah blah blah, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Asian, I'm some bullshit, I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm trans, I'm fucking something, I'm religious, I'm not, I'm Islamic, I'm Catholic, I'm Jewish, I'm this, I'm blah blah blah, I don't care, right? I believe in Cthulhu, I don't give a fuck, right? It's the Matrix, blah blah blah, all hail Buddha or some shit, like, nobody cares, right? I voted this way, I voted that way, I voted for this third party, I voted for that third party, I voted for this person in this state, and I voted for that person in that state, and blah 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 blah, right? And I'm just waiting for Americans to say, hey, I'm American. Um, we need to start treating everyone that's American the same, right? Because that's where we're really fucked up. And things just don't add up, right? Like, when most people have a problem with our legal system, they don't have a problem with them or the laws in most cases, right? But when you get charged $100 for a goddamn seatbelt violation, and that's taking food off my child's table for like a month when I was working hard for that, right? Yeah, I have a fucking problem with that, right? So when a fucking guy that makes $1 million a year gets a seatbelt violation and he only has to pay $100, it's just nothing to him. So that's where we get the not equal part of the equation, right? If that makes any sense, right? That's where we don't treat people equal under the court of law. Because small infractions, which can cause huge infractions later on in life, if you don't settle those small infractions, if you don't start brown nosing and gobbling cock to the fucking government, those small infractions have people coming to your door with guns. Plain and simple. So, small infractions do lead up to other things. So, you do need to handle that. But fucking sooner or later, they're gonna come fucking knock on your fucking door and rob you for everything they got, you got, whatever, right? And it's gonna be shitty as fuck. All it can be over a litany of things, right? Like I have seen cops treat people over like the whole fucking world treat someone over like shit over a fucking a couple traffic violations. Let's put it at a couple, right? And yet nobody ever fucking give two shits about that guy, right? Uh, the people that fucking gave him the traffic violation shot someone the next year and it was justified. What do those two things equate? You unjustified him driving around a car because he could have or couldn't have hurt someone, But you're allowed to hurt someone because of X factors, right? Preventative means do certain goods, but they also do certain bads, right? That's why half of gun deaths are suicide. Does anyone want to debate that? Can we have that topic? Right? And that's given something because I know people that have hung themselves. I know people that have done a lot of shitty things. Right? So, I don't know. That's stupid. But hey, let's talk about Americans, right? Because there are different levels of Americans, and nobody wants to have this conversation either. There are third rate Americans. Nobody gives a fuck about. Get over it. Right? But I'm sick of people from goddamn New Zealand, fucking China, Europe. I don't care which country in Europe anymore. Fucking Canada, fucking Africa, South America. I don't give a fuck where. Central America. Coming to America, enjoying all the benefits of America, and just shitting on the fucking president. Or affecting the opinions of a bunch of Americans that can actually be president. Like, if you can't be fucking president, don't say you shit on the fucking president. You think you're American? Go run to be fucking president. You can't. You're not American enough. Yes, I put you in a box. Yes, there's legal laws. You can't be president. Go fuck yourself. That's why that whole fucking Prince Henry fucking bullshit. No, that's a fucking Megan fucking whoever blah blah racial bullshit. No, I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself. Oh, you're crying over what the fucking queen said? She can go fuck herself and she could have a fucking million years ago. Right? This is America. We don't give a fuck. Grow the fuck up. Please. Please, if people keep getting hurt by fucking words, there's gonna end up being violence because of it. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. There's no violence out there. Haven't seen any of it. Fucking y'all are retarded. Fucking, oh yeah, that person can shoot that person, but that person can't shoot that person, and that person's an asshole for shooting that person because of this person, and blah blah blah. Well, hold up. I'm sick of hearing the fucking grapevine on the fucking matter, right? Like, I had someone that fucking stabbed some Iraqis call me a fucking criminal, but I didn't stab no fucking Iraqis. Right? So, who's the fucking criminal? And he doesn't know my history. Besides X factors of stuff that is circumstantial at best. Right? And stuff that he lets other people decide for him. So, huh. Yeah. Okay, go jump on your own train then. Right? When someone needs to fucking put a star on you to claim that you're so special, yeah, I know what line you're going in. I don't like that train. I'm sorry. I read that book. I don't like that train. I am sorry. It happens. People can have this conversation nowadays. Because if they can't, well, this is America. We shoot people over minor disputes. Someone in the town I moved to fucking shot someone over a $400 car. So, and our government will try and fuck you way harder than that. So, please have this conversation with me. I am just dying. Now, do some people deserve to be shot? Fuck yeah, if someone comes and kicks in my door, I'm shooting them. What's the difference? If you call someone to come shoot the guy that kicked in your door, there's no difference. No difference. Now, what? Let's see. Does it matter who's kicking in your door? It shouldn't. It shouldn't matter who's coming to save you either. Right? But who the fuck am I? I guess I'm the most American because fuck it. Right? I don't like the redcoats. I don't like the Nazis. Fucking, if I was a Jew in this house and the fucking Nazis came, kicked in my door, and I fucking called goddamn America, hey, this motherfucker's in my house, and he comes and shoots the fucking Nazi, is that okay? Is that okay? Alright? Or can I be the Jew that shoots the fucking Nazi? Right? Can I be the American that shoots the redcoat that kicks in my door over some overpriced taxes or regulations or tariffs or something or else? Do I have the right to defend my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness? Or is that someone else's responsibility? Because I haven't seen the guy that had that responsibility yet. Besides me. And I've done some pros and I've done some cons to it. Oh well. Right? You live or let live. You only live once. Whatever you want to say, right? Veni Veni Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered, and that was the end of the day. Right? That guy also said something about fucking history, but I don't know, I haven't won enough, I guess. Right? It's the incompetence of society in a general that is just outstanding. Right? Just hold on a second. Right? What version of what party were you accustomed to this? Like, third party is jury, right? I'll put the jury at third party. The jury and the judge, not really lawyers, fuck the lawyers. They're second party because variables. Right now, me, I'm either first party, second party, or I'm like 15th variable party. I wasn't there, I didn't, nope, I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth. I'm fifth party. I am definitely the fifth party. I don't know what you're talking about. Right? Let's go with that. Y'all need to start acting like it, though. Right? Fucking Jesus Christ. We're having debates on this and that and everything else. Fucking. Okay. Masks. Oh, fucking COVID, masks. That's a fun topic. Seatbelts. Let's go with seatbelts. Okay, do you have to wear a seatbelt? Do you not have to wear a seatbelt? What are the variables? What are the X circumstances? Da 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 da, blah blah blah. Right? Can you pull someone over for a seatbelt? It only costs $100. Are you going to start finding people $100 if they're not wearing a mask? Well, I'm sure at least a couple cops are going to get shot in America for instituting that. I'm sorry. I'm not wearing a star. I'm not doing none of that. Now, when I go to a store, a really nice store, ask me to wear a mask. If I forget it, I'm going to ask them for a mask. If they don't have it, I'm going to leave and I'm not going to come back for the day or whatever else. They can go fuck themselves. Hopefully I have a mask in my car. Right? I'm not. Most people have masks if they require the mask regulation, and then you just wearing their fucking diaper on your face for about 5 minutes. As you leave the store, you throw it in their little nice trash bin. Right? They have a trash bin right outside the store. You should be getting rid of your biomass. Although it's not regulated as biomass and it's treated just like all the other clutter. And that has X circumstances and X variables, and people don't even care about that shit. right? Like, the incompetence and the ignorance in society as a general and everything is just outstanding. And I'm waiting for the guy to have a debate with me. One guy that can have a and civil, that means words. A civil debate with me. Just talk it out with me. Help me figure it out, because most people don't figure it out. Right? The last time I saw a therapist, I could have given her a couple diagnoses from her doctorate books, although she couldn't give me a diagnosis because she didn't have a clear enough fucking answer for me. Right? Because I said, oh, that also sounds like this, this, and this, and maybe these variables, and she couldn't give me a proper diagnosis. Right? Because she can't define the psyche well enough to define the symptoms that are so circumstantial to begin with. If that makes any sense. Like, she wanted, the whole reason why I was here in the first place was a conflict between me and my wife, but she didn't sleep in the same bed as her husband, and yet I sleep in the same bed as my wife. So that's something, right? That's a difference of opinion, right? She recommended a movie. It was a pretty good movie, but that's the only thing she could ever recommend for me. My whole experience with her. It is one piece of pulp culture I hadn't seen yet, and it was all right. Right? Like, okay, she put me under a diagnosis of being. If you put it under the standards of the movie, it was like Captain Fantastic or whatever, which is this fucking crazy guy that takes his family out to the fucking wild and teaches them all the books and survival of the fucking world, pretty much, and makes them fucking lunatics. But the oldest one goes to fucking Harvard at the end. Because he's smart, he fucking aced everything, goes to fucking Harvard. All the fucking kids are fucking geniuses. They have 100% survival skills, pretty much. The fucking mother died of fucking cancer or something. That's shitty, but life happens, and they all understood that, and they're all grieving at the time, and blah de blah blah, right? So her that in her late, I'm not gonna guess ages, right? She was just getting her doctorate, and was very proud of it, and yet she was. Those are circumstances, right? And so, me being forced to pay for that because some guy has a gun against my head, i.e., the courts, right? Saying I need to go see this person that doesn't have their head out their ass. Fucking okay. What good did that do me besides me making me hate the courts more? Me wasting my time and my money on this person made me hate the courts more because they were a waste of time and money as well. So when I started investing in them again, right? Because I have to, because I pay bills and I have taxes and all this fancy stuff. What good does it do me paying all this all the time? Right? What good has it done me? What, do I have a couple people say they'll have my back one day? Right? But which day? What day? When day? How much do they have my back? Fucking ask the people on 9/11 how much they had their back. Or fucking Benghazi or fucking some other shit. Right? It doesn't matter. Pearl Harbor, how much did they have their back? Right? Fucking shit happens. Fucking, you can't fucking blame someone for not being there. But if someone comes there and still is of no help, you can blame them. Well, fuck yeah, you can, apparently. Although, the government isn't much help half the time. Right? They've came and they've made situations worse. I've seen them make situations worse. Right? So it's debatable in the circumstances and who gets to decide these circumstances, right? And I think with what I'm saying today, I think I'm just saying you as an individual need to think more for yourself, right? And get to your own conclusions on things. There's plenty of information, right? Even if it's just a general source of information, right? That is good information, right? Like, okay, if you read a book in high school, right? And you thought that was a good book when you were in high school, reread it, right? Today and see if it's still good. It might be complete garbage, right? It's like watching a movie 10 years ago and saying that's a horrible movie, and watching it now and saying, you know what, I misjudged that. That ain't too bad, right? There are variables and circulate stipulations and everything else to all these factors that nobody's taking into consideration. And just because you're generally labeling stuff doesn't mean you're not generally labeling stuff well enough, right? Or not expecting people to not be that dumb, because people are that dumb and people will always be that dumb. And that's the hardest thing for people is to understand that, you know, right now in society, we cannot, we have to limit ourselves to how much we as people can perceive and take in and regurgitate and understand the knowledge, right? Like, I'm not saying that people have to understand everything, the meaning of life or anything like that, right? But when you put someone in a car, most people know that around the speed limit sign is where you're roughly going to be at, right? Give or take 10 miles. That's where most people stay fucking 90% of the time. And if they're not, right, that fucking, I don't know what variable of time, most of the time it's either people being stupid or people having an emergency. Well, fucking let them go for a little bit. Hopefully nothing happens. Right? But then everyone has an emergency, right? Nobody's listening to the sign. See, but then if you listen to the sign exactly, well, fucking if you're not going the speed limit exactly, well, you're in trouble. Oh, your cruise control varies by 3 miles an hour. Not good enough. Nope, that's a fine, right? Or what is the variable? Maybe you're listening to music, you get pressed a little bit too hard on the gas. You haven't had cruise control in, oh, how many years? Fucking Jesus Christ, right? Does that matter, right? Maybe you're going as fast as you can to go tell some people to go fuck themselves, right? Does that matter at all? Maybe it's the people that make the fucking rules that say, hey, you can only go this fast. Maybe you're going to go tell those people to go fuck themselves. Did that matter at all? Because I told them to go fuck themselves. It was those people. Yes, it was. Right? And so these standards people give other people, well, where are they deriving their standards from? From the people around them? People around you usually treat you like shit. Like, I try so hard to be nice to people, and it's just complicated for me. So I just leave people alone or stay silent most of the time. Because you don't want me in your conversation, or I don't want to be a part of your conversation. And That's another thing, right? And it's hard to get in the conversations you want to be in because all those people were too busy fucking brown nosing so hard they were licking balls. But hey, I didn't pay into that, so I'm just here alone, right? And that's a funny thing. When you didn't pay the price that everyone else paid, but you read the books, lost man in the world. Oh well. I guess this is some people just need to figure things out for themselves, right? The aspects of the world that people perceive like right and left. Well, okay, are you talking French? Are you talking American? Are you talking what? Right? Because in the French Revolution, right, the people on the right hailed the king. They were conservative to the king's ideals and his political beliefs, right? And the lefts were the communists that wanted society to overcome that and capitalist means for them versus the king and his hierarchy, right? It happens, right? But in America, we've never had a king. Well, considering who America was mainly conquered by, and then debatable context and X factors. Anyways, each man is their own king, and each house is their own castle, and each blah 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 blah. Right? There's a reason why the Emperor of Japan said something like, "Why the fuck would you do that? Behind every shade of grass is a fucking gun." Although nowadays everyone's such a fucking pussy that nobody has a fucking gun. They're scared of fucking knives. Call fucking Jesus Christ. Fucking go back to fucking Britain. They don't even fucking allow knives or fucking spoons or some other shit apparently. Fucking Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking although half the fucking people in our society barely know how to fucking cook food, let alone fucking something else, something difficult, like use a tool. Oh fuck. Right? Like let's think about things realistically. If the average man gets nothing out of his life, right? He's stuck to fast food or Walmart or whatever as a position in life, a job, and they watch TV, which is all fiction. Well, I can't say it's all fiction, right? There are sources of nonfiction and literature that state these factors in X representation, and I don't want to have a debate on is everything fiction, right? That's not my goal, right? My goal is to talk about what is nonfiction, right? And so, yeah, when we get that far down the rabbit hole, it's shitty, right? But the thing is, most people aren't willing to step up and be who they are. They're willing to step in line and hop on the fucking train. Well, don't call me the fucking Jew on that fucking train, right? Now, I don't care if you're Jewish because I'm an American. I don't give a fuck. Go wear your fucking fancy hat in your little temple and pray to whoever, right? Oh, you guys aren't paying fucking taxes? Hey, motherfuckers, I'm not paying fucking taxes. Hey, how come the people with the funny hats don't get to pay taxes and I get to pay taxes on my fucking temple? Huh? They don't get to pay taxes on their fucking castle and I have to pay taxes on my castle? That's bullshit. Go fuck yourself. Who the fuck do you think you are? You think you're the fucking king? See, it's shit like that where you have to really start questioning who's in charge and blah 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 blah, and why people have a problem on both sides or this side or on this topic and that topic, right? That whole statement I said can be either really anti-Semitic or really anti-Nazi, right? Because the Nazis say the Jews don't have to pay taxes on their temple. Let's say that, right? But I have to pay taxes on my temple. Otherwise, well, the guys with the guns come and they fucking kick in my door and say you don't get your temple no more. Right? Oh well. It's all about perspective, motherfuckers. And I hope you guys are having some good ones.